Hello, hello, it's Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts, and I'm here today to play with some cards. We're going to play with these today. What can we make? I don't know. We're going to find out. So we're going to take this one, and I folded it directly in half. And then I want to take, let me find a paper here to use. I'll slip this one back in there. I want to do this the size of the page, or a little shorter is fine, but about the size of the page. Okay, and I want to cut that off right there. I believe I've already cut one of these. I think it was this one. Was it this one? Oh, no, maybe they're all that size. I don't know. Maybe I cut two. Who knows? Yeah, I did. I cut extras. Oh, no. Here they are. This is the one. I was all messed up. Forgive-a me. Forgive-a me. Forgive-a me. Okay. Get some stuff out of your way. Up here. I was cutting off this end because I don't know why. It had more end space to give up. Okay, I need a drink of coffee before I go any further. Okay, so I'm taking this one and I'm turning it inside out because I want the coffee dyed side out. And I need a hole punch. So I'm going to use this 2-inch because I like the thumb notch being kind of large on these bigger pockets, deeper pockets. Oh, pinched my hand in there. Wow, that hurt. And then this is going to go on here. Scoot it over a little bit. We're going to take here and we're going to put a hinge on this side. So let's do that part next. We need a hinge. Oh, I wonder if this would work. This is an old handmade math card. Could we use that? I don't really want to. I want to use something a little more fancy. Fancy pants. Let's see. Ooh, what do I have here? What's this? The mixed media book. This might be good. We might be able to use that with this. Look at that. Oh, I hate to even cut it up. I just want to hoard this one, you guys. What about the other one? Let's look at it. Cabinet of Curiosities. I'm curious. What's that? Oh, that's weird. Oh. It's a vellum type page. I see. Got some glossies. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's pretty. Oh! Okay, so can't cut those up right yet. So, I'm reverting to my Tim Holtz paper. I'm going to cut like a 1/2-inch strip here. Cut that one down just a little bit so I can use it. That's okay, I can use this. I don't toss any tiny bits of Tim Holtz at all. Okay, so that's a 1-inch. Okay, fine. We'll go with 1-inch. That doesn't hurt us. We're only hinging one side. And I'm obviously not scoring this. But I am going to give it a bones holder to kind of wish it down better. Okay, is this the card? This one or the other one that I'm making will do. Okay, so this has got to go from here to here. Now I need scissors. I'm going to need a lot of coffee today. Except for it's too warm for coffee. Right now I have my windows open in the other part of the house that the cat can't get to, so he can't escape. Thank goodness. Nothing worse than an escaping cat. Okay, this is going to go on a page. Okay. I don't know if we want blue side up or red side, but it doesn't matter. Okay. I really am not sure what I'm doing. I have been watching, I wish I had my phone with me so I could tell you. Something Hickory. Anyway, I subscribe to her. And she has all kinds of awesome ideas. And so I've been watching a lot of her videos, and I saw something similar to the pocket part of this on her channel. I didn't see this part where she hinged one of these and applied it here. But I did see something where she put a hinged pocket on one of these on her cards. They weren't this kind of card, I don't believe. But I am going to put it over this way towards the side. Okay? Okay. So, and then what she did here was she did make hinges in here. So we can just fold that one over, and that will make a nice little hinge. I'm going to trim it down. It doesn't have to be the full length of the pocket there. But it should come to the top, at least. You can leave the bottom open a little bit if you want. That part, it doesn't really matter that much. Okay. Oops, paper's falling off the table. So this part I saw on her channel, and I will link her down below, and you can just go look at her site. I've been watching it. There's quite a few videos. She does a lot of interesting stamping and stuff, making washi tapes and just different, making her own stamped paper. It's just quite cool, I think. Anyway, I've been enjoying it a lot last couple days. Or last week, I should say. Even smaller. I'm getting smaller and smaller. That's okay. They don't have to be very big. 1/2 inch is nice. It's really about the right size for these because it's not too big and not too small. It is just right. So when I saw her making these today, I decided I needed to make the pocket. And then I decided, no, I want to make something that hinges on the side of the page. So we have this part. Open that. Take this, and we're going to put it inside of here. Like so. See? There we go. So let's put a little bit of glue right down here on the bottom. And then we're going to put some right on here. The nice thing about doing it as a hinge on the side is that you can open the pocket and let me line this up before I keep talking so I don't mess it up. Okay. The nice thing about hinging this is you can open this pocket and then you can put things in and out of it. Isn't that a very cool idea? So this part of the project, I got the idea from her, and she was using different size cards and making hinged pockets on them so that you could put them, like clip them in a journal or something. And so this one here would go like this in your journal. Might have to clip the top off a little bit more because when you fold this over it takes up more space. So let's go ahead and clip the top a little bit. Let's clip the name off. And then let's, oh yeah, that's much better. Let me get a whatchamacallit. I don't know what I'm going to call it. Well, this is a stub and scallop, so we'll have to go with that one because that's what I grabbed. It's so plumb full that you probably can't get through it. There it went. It's fine. So there we go. We have these cute hinges on here. This would go on here like this. Yes, very cool. You have to trim this little tiny piece right there if it's sticking out. The reason is because it catches on the edge of the page. Now it's perfect. Okay. So let's go ahead and apply this one, but not to that paper. Let me get a different one. Here's a nice one. Okay. So like that. Right along the edge there, maybe just a little off. And there you have it. Coming along, and you flip this open, and then you have a pocket here and a pocket here. And then you decorate it. Of course, you decorate it. But now we need one on this side. So I have these as well, and they could also be a hinge pocket, or they could even fit inside of this hinged pocket if we cut some of the top off. Ooh, I think we might have to do that. Oh, this is a pen. Put it away before you use it. I am a pen user, so I have to be careful. I don't know what those are. We'll have to peek. Have to peek at what they are. Here. There. We better save those. Those could be bottom pockets. And I think we don't have to trim the bottom there, but we need to do something here. I think make them a tag. There. And here. Okay, so now we have 2 tags. I'm always off track, aren't I? So those would get covered with something, of course. And now they fit right inside here. Perfect. And they would, of course, have writing space on them. And, oh, room 15. Had a great day, had an okay day, no timeouts, had at least 1 timeout. Please sign in and return. Please sign and return. Huh. Well, not having to worry about those kinds of things. Okay, so here's the next card. It's a single-sided card. And we are going to make another pocket. Now we do have these 2. No, but we can't make a hinged pocket out of those. Oh, now what if we did a stack? What if we I have an idea. I'm just not sure how to do it. What if we left a little writing space there? I'm thinking out loud and quietly. Out loud and quietly. What if we did a double hinge here? Let's cut that off a little bit more. It doesn't have to be the full length of the paper. So what if we had it like this, and then we cut off a little bit on this side, or that side, one or the other. Maybe this side. Like this. And we went ahead and glued those two together. Now it's off from the other one a little bit. And apparently I must have not cut it straight. There. Fixed that, didn't we? Okay, so we're going to make this part. Unless we want... I'm going to go this way. Okay. So, our hinge needs to go inside of these two to hinge onto here. Not with that one. That one won't work. I found my Tim Holtz scraps. Or not scraps. I have a lot of Tim Holtz paper, so I can use some of the pieces that are not my favorites to make hinges. So we'll measure that on here. Put a mark and a mark, like that. And now let's do this one the same. I don't think we need another one of those, but we might. Okay. So this one will be a little different pocket. Now we'll hinge this in here like so. And then I think I would decorate this and then sew it before I attached it to the page. But since we're doing it this way, I'm not going to worry about attaching to the page right now. Whoops. Okay. So right now this part is just hinging up to this part. Okay, so let's put this down. I think I got my hinge off there. So this is a pocket. So let's do this. Like so. Oh, Angie, you can do better. You can't do better. Okay, fine. We'll do the best we can. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. Okay, so now we have that part of it. Now, what next can we do? So here we need a pocket. So we could turn that little piece into a pocket, but I don't want to. I want to put a little pocket out here. Like so. Maybe a bigger pocket. Okay. Just cut that off. And then we'll put this one out here. Now you can make it the hinge or not the hinge. That's kind of up to you. A hinge gives them a little more space, and not a hinge in there, a gusset, gives them less space, but more what? But more something is, I can't think of what I'm thinking of. So we could go like that. I'm not inking. I hope you don't mind. Just showing today. Just kind of an ideas. Thinking on the fly. Okay. So now we have a pocket here, a pocket here. Now let's open this up and look at all that lovely space we have. So we could put another similar pocket idea in here if we wanted, but I think that might, well, it's not too bad. If you weren't going to thicken it up a whole lot, you could probably get away with it. But what about if we used this 3+2 card? Now you'll want to bring this in slightly, like so. And the reason for that is so that it doesn't create too much bulk right on that edge. And then we'd have another little pocket right here. I kind of like that idea. I do. And put that like that. Draw a line across there. I don't care if it's smaller than this page necessarily. Well, I don't really want it giantly crooked like I did the other side, which I just did with this one. So I'm going to get another one. I'm going to get 8+5 because that number's better. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and glue it down, and then I think I'll have to trim it after that. So that'll give us another pocket here. And I'm just gluing these. Now, these are coffee dyed, and sometimes when things are coffee dyed, the papers won't stick right away. You have to let the glue kind of dry the first go around, and then when you give it the second gluing, it works. And it's just because they're coffee dyed. It's just the way it works. So it's not a bad thing. Nothing wrong with the paper. It's just that it doesn't like to stick to coffee. Glue and coffee. I guess they're just not friends. Okay, so then we have this one. And when it dries, we'll have a nice little pocket here. It'd be better maybe as a hinged pocket, but I don't know. And like I said, leave a little bit of space here. I left about 1/8 of an inch. And it probably could have been a 1/16, but this works for me. And then if you want, you can change this number and put a 3 plus 2 on there. Or you could make it an 8 plus 3 plus 2. Make it a big pocket. Or you could put a 3rd pocket on. No, I think we better leave it. I think it's getting thick enough. Yep. So you'd flip it open. And you would have, let's make some cards that fit in the pockets. So here's one that fits in there. And then I've been trying to use these up. These are not coffee dyed, but they are well used. Just old. I never did coffee dye them. I planned on it, and then I kind of got tired of them taking up space because I wasn't using them. There we go. So we have that one. And I want this one to be a little taller. So we're going to go to there. Let's try that. That might be too big. Have to cut it down just a little bit more. Okay, so there's a journal card. There's a journal card. And can't fit in there. But I could change it a little bit. To that. And we could just have an extra little card there. So we'd have 1, 2, 3 journaling cards. And then this would hinge over here. So maybe we'll call this a rediscovering the oldies, because I am sure someone has come up with this project. So that's what we're going to call it, a rediscovering the oldies. We're going to hinge that right there. Okay? Okay. I'm going to give that an angle, and that an angle. Now we're going to glue it. Not that you need to know that's what I'm doing, because you can see that's what I'm up to. You know. Okay, here we go. Oh, I should have rounded the corners. I still can do that, even though it's hinged on here. Decorating it might be a little harder. But if you want to go with grunge, you don't need to over decorate it anyway. You probably just want to put something on there. You know, we could even just throw this on there right now. This is just a piece of paper that was on the floor my dog was trying to eat. Doggy. No, she didn't have this one in her mouth. She had another one in her mouth, but she brought it to me. She's like, Mommy, you dropped this, and you dropped this, and you dropped this. Mom, what about this piece of paper? Okay. So we have that. That is my one idea. So now my next idea is going to be and this is an idea, an inspiration from that same website, and I will get her name and put it in the description box. But she took these circles like so, and she turned them into, well, she had more of an oval shape. I wonder where my oval punch is. That would work a lot better. But this will work. So, she had them more like an oval. But this will work. But she didn't put them on the side of her page, and that's what we're going to do. Hang on, I'm getting a piece of Emily's paper. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Emily, Emily, Emily. Yum, these papers are delicious. I could just eat them for dinner. I won't, but I could. Emily, you do a superb job in your coffee dyeing. We all love them. I don't know how you do it, but you're amazing, girl. Absolutely amazing. Okay. So, a pocket along the edge of this piece right here. That's what we're going to make. So we are going to cut these off. We're going to cut them off. They're not going to be whole. So we're going to just slice and dice them. Just a little bit. Now you could just fold them over if you wanted. That is what she did on the hickory something. I'm sorry, I cannot remember. And here she's going to see that I used her name and stuff, because I'll link her back to my videos saying that I mentioned her. But you might want to ink these up, since they're going to go right along the edge with coffee dye. Anyway, if you do not belong to her channel, I really suggest it, because she has some wonderful ideas for creating pages and creating papers that look really good and stuff. And so yeah, I definitely recommend her pages. I mean her channel. Okay. Edge, bottom. Now these are just little tuck spots along the edge. She put hers on something else. I don't remember what it was, but we are going to put ours right here. It's just a page idea. It's just a little tuck spot. You don't even have to meet up those edges there if you don't. That is the wrong way, Angela. You do have to leave this end open. Here, let's get another one. Let's get another one. Here we go. We will do it this way. There we go. Okay. Leaving this end open, the circle part, the roundy part. Leave the roundy part open, please. Hold the roundy part. Glue down the edge, across the bottom, and down the little edge. You don't have to glue clear up in here. We just need to glue right about here, where I glued to. Now, this would have been better had I have put this down first and then put the one in the middle. But I didn't do it that way. Okay. Oops, I need a little more glue right there. Accidentally got it caught on my finger there. Okay. So, here we go. Now let's find some Tim Holtz tickets or something to that effect. I know I have tickets. I have lots of waters in here. You just never know when you're going to need a lot of water. And then you have these really cool little tuck pages for some tickets or other small items. Isn't that a cool idea? So I got this idea from her, and inspiration from her, I should say. It was, I don't remember what she did. Oh, she did it on her pocket. She wrapped that around the edge, and that made a pocket on, I think she made it on both sides. So, anyway, just some real fun ideas. And that is what I have for today, for today's inspiration. So we have some rediscovering the oldies. That's cool. I like that. And we have some page edge ideas. What do you think? Yeah, I like that. It'd be cool. You could put them back here too, or over here, or you could put them on all four sides. I think that would be very cool to put more on. But this is such a simple and fast idea, and look how great it looks, you know. It's wonderful. You have all this great area. So there we go. That is what I have for today. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that you'll give it a try. And yeah, lots of fun. I love this idea, and I love these ideas. I just think that they're so fun. I'm going to put my scissors there so it can't fall all the way down. Okay, I'm not. I'm going to put this there. There we go. So, that is what I have for today. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you in the very next video.